sweet. Okay, let's start. Shut that door. Okay, let's start. So, I think this is class 22, week 22. Today we're just going to do we're going to just work on the chakras. We're going to bring in a few different visualizations. We're going to use our field, our auric field, for some healing and charging. And then we're going to work our way down to grounding, and we're going to do, I think, a few different grounding techniques. And as it's the full moon, is the full moon going on right now? Was it done?
It was on the weekend.
It's on the weekend, okay. I'm a bit late on that. It's still, yeah, still valid. People being charged and absorbing different energies over the weekend. We'll do 2 or 3 different grounding techniques to just release anything that needs to go. Okay, so let's begin by taking your gaze inwards. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. And just take a few of those to really relax the system. And just really slowing down the outward breath on the exhale, extending it and taking your breath slowly out, which will help take the heart rate down and calm the nervous system and help us be in a good brainwave pattern for the healing today. And take your hands together at your heart chakra, your heart center. Keep the breath going, just nice and gently in through the nose, out through the mouth. And for the people who are Reiki initiates, activate the Reiki energy, call in your guides, etc. Set your intention and place your protection. And for the rest of us, you can follow my lead on what to do. Just continue your breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. The breath is the driver of the energy and helps us move that flow around our system. Imagine the energy that's around us, the universal life force energy, coming into our field. Imagine on top of our field there's a funnel leading into our crown area. Just imagine the energy coming in into the crown chakra. You can see the crown as a lotus with 1,000 petals, and that's our receiver. See the energy coming in, feel the energy coming in, activating the lotus at the crown, coming to the third eye, coming to the throat, going to the heart. And from the heart it splits down each shoulder, comes out your arms, comes out your palms. Keep the hands together. Didn't rub your hands together, so just to create some kinetic energy and tuning our awareness into the palms. Just with our intention and our guidance, you see that circuit from crown, energy coming into the crown, all the way to the heart, coming out of the hands, and creating charge and energy in between our hands. And then slowly bring in a 1-inch air gap. Notice any changes in feeling air pressure, any forces, any pushing and pulling, heat. Keep the breath going in through the nose, out through the mouth. And just start to increase that gap 1 inch at a time. And we are building an energy ball here, a ball of chi, prana, healing energy. Just imagine, visualize that energy coming in from the crown, all the way through the third eye, throat, heart, pumping out of our arms, collecting here in between our hands. As we move the air gap, increasing it inch by inch, slow micro movements, just pressing and releasing, just to test if we can feel anything there. And just keep going till we get to a football, basketball size. We can visualize in our mind's eye this energy ball of swirling light, rainbow light, white light or green light. Wherever you feel strongly guided to. And take that energy ball up. Once you've got to this size, football, basketball size, start moving it slowly up towards the third eye. And take a deep breath in, then take your hands in towards the third eye, just absorbing that energy into the third eye so it's ready for our visualizations today. And then just take a few gathering movements, wafting in any energy that's still remaining outside of you, that gets left behind. Hands on your forehead, fingertips just going over to the scalp. So we're covering the third eye and touching the top of the crown, the edge of our crown chakra. Just visualize and have the intention of that energy ball being absorbed into the third eye. See the third eye's indigo purple color. And just see that purple color becoming brighter and stronger. And see it rotating. See it pulsating and vibrating stronger and stronger. And just imagine and visualize the energy coming out of your hands, or hand chakras, and being absorbed straight into the third eye chakra. Third eye is very important. Our mind's eye, our inner vision, our creativity, and also connected to the pineal gland, the pituitary gland, the hypothalamus. Hypothalamus is the master gland, controls a lot of the lower glands. So many different regulatory systems of the body. Pineal gland, which creates melatonin for rest and repair, and helps our sleep cycles. So as we work on this third eye crown area, we're also working on 3 different glands, which are part of the endocrine system. Hypothalamus is for homeostasis, which refers to our stability, balance, equilibrium within the cells or the body. So equilibrium, acidity levels, body temperature regulation, sugar levels, and the volume of fluid in each cell is very much to do with fluid and balance. So just imagine all the cells becoming balanced in their contents. And this hypothalamus also links to the endocrine system's pituitary gland, which is also in the top part. Which is the pituitary gland, which is master gland. Its hormones control all the parts of the endocrine system, namely the thyroid, adrenals, ovaries, and testes. Hormones that regulate growth, blood pressure, and reproduction. As you're working on the pituitary gland, it will help with that equilibrium of the hypothalamus. Our blood pressure will become balanced, regulating our growth. As you work here, we're also working on the thyroid, adrenal glands, ovaries, and testes. Okay, and then slowly, before we actually move to the next one, just end with that visualization of seeing your third eye nice and bright purple, strong, vibratory. Okay, and let's take your hands down slowly to your throat chakra. Throat chakra is blue colored, turquoisey blue colored. And just see it connected up to your third eye and crown. You want to make that connection strong. So see the blue intermingling and intertwining with the purple of the third eye and the white of the crown. Blue, purple, white. And just focus in your attention to the exchange of energy from your hands, the surface of your hands, into the throat blue colored chakra. And see that blue color becoming brighter blue, cleaner blue. See it vibrating and pulsating, rotating, clearing any blocks. You can see the blocks as grey or dark materials. See them dissolving. The throat has the thyroid there, which is metabolism, growth and development of the body. Hormones. That released here from the thyroid are T3 and T4, which are related to metabolism and growth. Visualize the throat chakra as a crystal. So see it as a piece of blue lapis lazuli, if you know what a lapis lazuli is. So if you don't, just imagine a blue crystal. Blue crystal that's rotating, contracting, relaxing, and spinning around. You just see it absorbing that energy from your hands. And the left side of the throat chakra relates to what we do not say or express, not standing up for ourselves, or not sharing our feelings or perspective. So if you just take your hands to the left-hand side, so the throat chakra is fairly large as it's got two halves to it. So if we work on the collarbone area, it's still working within the chakra of the throat. So if we just take our hands to the left side, tuning into what we do not say, when we don't stand up for ourselves, and we do not share our feelings and perspectives, let's just send energy to that part of our throat chakra. Okay, and then bring in some light tapping as well, because there are meridian points here as well. So we're just going to activate slight tapping, and also this will help clear any of the blocks or any of the heaviness around these areas of us. These little things which are stopping us from expressing how we feel or what we really need to say. And not standing up for ourselves or not sharing our feelings. Okay, and then we'll just slowly massage and soothe as well, sending love and nurturing touch. And then if we take our hands over to the right hand side, same area. Right side is of speaking but not being heard. Okay. And so if there's stuck energy here, especially around 6 to 8 inches, the right side of the body, often here it's a relationship where there's a lot of arguing or it's being heard and responded to in the wrong way or we're misunderstood. It is when we are being heard and responded to that we are powerful and we can influence the world around us. So it's by our words that we create our lives, and if we do not express the words that our hearts and mind generate, then we're not creating authentic lives. So this is a good one. So any situations where we do speak but we're not heard, this can also generate some trapped energy over on this side. And that trapped energy can have a knock-on effect of creating inflammation. So just tuning into the energy from those events. And just like tapping, gentle tapping again. Moving up and down the collarbone. And then just some soft massage, rotational, nurturing movements. Okay. And from there we can take our hands down towards the heart chakra. Heart chakra is green. You start to tune in with your hands and connect to your heart chakra. See your hands and your heart as one. Firstly, we'll link it back up the system. So see your heart, then see your throat. So see green and see blue. Link those two up. See the throat to the third eye, which is purple, and the crown, which is white. Start to see those colours moving together. The green of the heart linking to the blue of the throat, and purple of the third eye. Purple, blue, green. You see the heart flashing from green to blue to purple to green to blue to purple. Just really balancing and sharing the energy between those chakras at the top of our system. Okay. And start tuning in now to the green colour of the heart, seeing that green becoming brighter green, from dark green to bright green. So let's just add some rotational movements on our hands here, just soothing the heart energy, sending self-love to the system. Nice gentle rotation. And see the heart moving in tandem with your hand, rotating together. And in the background, just remember, keep your breath there, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Settle there for a moment. You should still be able to feel that rotational energy which you've just put into the heart. And just imagine with each breath a green pulse. Every time your heart hits a beat, begins that rhythm. And each beat of that heart, imagine a green pulse spreading outwards like a sonar, like a radar, like a wave of healing, regenerative energy throughout your body and all your cells. With each breath in, just imagine that pulse shooting out from the heart, firing a pulse like a beacon. And linking this in with the breath is important, as it's the heart, and oxygenation of the blood cells. So in each breath out, just imagine that green pulse moving up all the way to the edges of your feet, all the way up to the crown, to the ends of your fingertips. Okay. See your heart, bright green, rotating and vibrating harmoniously, shining out that green energy of regeneration throughout the body. See it linked to the throat, into the third eye, green, blue, purple, white. See that system solidly clear. And then take your hands to the solar plexus, which is just underneath your rib cage. Firstly, see your solar plexus as a yellow circular chakra, a sphere. And when you see it in your mind's eye, you can see it as your own inner sun, just like our star. See it as a glowing orb of plasma, bright yellow. So see your hands connecting with your inner sun, your solar plexus. The solar plexus is associated with our drive and our willpower, our motivation to move forward. There's also some low-level fears, minor fears that are stored here, anxieties, worries from day to day. So the solar plexus, this is where our fire, our forwardness is residing. So just tuning into those powerful energies, the determination and the movement forward, our inner sun. And it could feel quite hot here as we're working here. It is our inner sun, our inner fire. And obviously we've got our stomach there with all the hydrochloric acid, which is very hot, very acidic. Just charging up, clearing any of those fears we have, any of those things which stop us from moving forward. Those day-to-day worries just dissolving in the sun, in the heat of our inner sun. In the ancient teachings of martial arts, Tai Chi, Qigong, Kung Fu, Shaolin, the solar plexus is where our Qi is stored and resides. And we also have the ability to tap into that and use it the way that the Shaolin use it and the martial artists use it to give themselves super strength, super healing. So I just wanted to quickly go through a technique here, which is to charge it up, which is a good step for us to do as normal human beings rather than super martial artists. So charging up your solar plexus will help you, your body, your strength, your healing, everything, your mental strength. And it's very much entwined with the breath as well, and has links to the Kundalini system from the Vedic tantric lineages. So the first step we're going to do breath of fire. And this charges up the solar plexus and brings the energy in via the breath. And allows the chi to lock into the solar plexus and be stored there. This breath of fire is when we close our mouth and we pump the cavity. Air just comes out of the nose, and as that releases the chest with our pumping sensation, actually is drawing the air back in. Just a few more seconds. And hold the breath in. Keep holding. And as you're holding the breath there, just imagine all that energy being sucked into your inner sun, charging it with fire and power, storing that amazing energy for future use. And release before it's too uncomfortable, okay? And then take a breath in again and hold at the top. Keep all focus at the solar plexus area, really tuning into that energy being absorbed into it, being sucked into that inner sun. Release when comfortable. Okay, and just take some normal, easy breaths there. So the breath there is energizing the vitality of the center, giving it the power to hold the chi and also helping it actually hold it. Okay, so we're going to bring in a mudra here, which we've used in the past, which is it's called Two Halves of Heaven, and it's an Egyptian one. So you have your hands in fists with the thumbs pointing up. Bring the fists together so the fingers are touching. Press your hands down. Okay, and just have the fingers as straight as you can. So they're kind of pointing inwards towards your body. Fingers down. Okay, so I'll do it again. Fists, thumbs up, thumbs down, fingers together, and then just try and straighten up your fingers like that. So those fingers are pointing in towards us. Okay, and then hold that towards your solar plexus, and this will be directing the energy from all elements through your fingers straight into the solar plexus. So we're just charging up the solar plexus here. Okay. And start to tune into your solar plexus, just feeling any heat changes, even in your stomach. Okay, so as we've got this physical position here, which is going to focus the energy in. Okay, it's going to be like an antenna sending the energy into the solar plexus. What I would like us to do now, because we've done so much field work in the past few classes and so much auric field work, what I would like us to try today is we're going to actually absorb energy from our auric field, and so we're going to ask our own auric field to charge our body up, charge the chakra system up via the solar plexus. Okay, and so you can simply imagine us sat in our field, a bubble around us, our auric field, our biofield, and all of its 12 layers, all 1 inch apart. So just see yourself in that cocoon of energy, all those layers linked to different magical things, physical stuff, mental stuff, emotional stuff, spiritual planes, celestial planes, etheric, astral planes, all of that complex energy system. The link to source, the links to our soul, the links to our soul family, to spirit, to other spirits, So we're going to just take energy from that system, which is all cyclic and recycling and a constant loop. So as we will absorb energy, new energy will come in as well. So don't worry about anything being depleted. Okay, this is a self-organizing system which is for our benefit. So I want you to visualize, okay? I don't want you to make it too complicated with all 12 layers. Just imagine the bubble around us, okay? And if you want, you can imagine 12 rings, 12 circles around you. If not, one is fine. And just see energy drawing through those rings into our solar plexus via our hands, okay? Just visualize your solar plexus, that inner sun. So just see that sat within our biofield and see that being charged up. See it as energy being absorbed into it, attracted towards it as we charge up our inner battery from our own biofield. Okay, and then what I want to do is just extend that hand mudra in and out from the solar plexus. Just take it so it's going through all of our fields, all of our auric layers and back in. Just really emphasizing that absorption of the energy from the layers to energize our solar plexus. Slowly out, slowly back in. Okay, and just relax your hands and place them onto the solar plexus. And just tune into how that feels now after that bit of work. And see it glowing bright yellow. You just have the intention of knowing that solar plexus is fully charged, storing loads of chi energy for us for future use, whether it's to do exercise, whether it's to self-heal, whether it's just to get through us the challenges of day to day. Okay, and take your hands down to the next area, which is the sacral. You see the sacral as orange chakra, orange energy center. See it moving from dark orange to bright orange. And see any of the heavinesses that may be residing here, grey or dark materials just dissolving with the energy that's coming in here. The sacral chakra is associated to movement, to flow, to pleasure, sexuality, intimacy, creativity, empathy, and also change. Our sense of control over our life matters, and also has some deeper fears laying here as close to the solar plexus as well. And the physical issues can be lower back, hip pain, kidneys, pelvis, or sexual organs. So we have the ovaries and the testes. So what we're going to do here next is the sacral is linked to water, to the element of water. So I just want you to imagine underneath where your hands are, the sacral. If you have your index finger at your belly button, it's just underneath that point. Just imagine it being a small lake full of orange water. Okay? I just want you to imagine the energy coming out of your hands from the universe around us. Imagine that energy charging this orange water, this lake, activating, creating beautiful water crystals. Just in our mind's eye, just imagine our hands sending this healing energy to this orange lake, which is representing our sacral. And as we do this, healing to the waters of our sacral, changing the health of that water, of that lake. So that becomes purer and cleaner. So these fears cannot reside here. And those clear orange waters can support your true creativity, your true sexuality, and just see any of those fears unable to carry on being here. Just see them dissolving in the pureness of the orange lake. As the energy passes from your hands directly into the waters of this lake. Okay. Now moving on to the next chakra. Moving to your root chakra. So the root chakra is our support, our connection to earth, where we ground ourselves. So first let's just connect to the earth. So see the root chakra, passing energy down your legs, down your knees, calves, and sending roots out the bottom of our feet, connecting us to the earth beneath us. And see these roots, physical, growing out from the soles of our feet, penetrating the earth, linking into the ground, and start to see any excess energy coming from the whole system down to the root. See the energy, the excess energy, the energy which we've lifted and spun off our being today from the healing work. And it may just still be lingering around the system, So just see that start to drop from the crown to the third eye, to the throat, passing to the heart, and the heart passing it down to the solar plexus, to the sacral, and from the sacral comes to the root, and from the root, see that excess energy traveling down your knees, your thighs, your calves, flowing into those roots, coming out of the sole of your feet, connecting into the ground. And just carry on nice, easy breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. And each breath out, see the wave flowing down. And each breath out, just tuning in and sending our awareness to focus that energy down and out of our system via the root. Okay, the second link from our root chakra. You see a red cord growing out of your root chakra, straight into the ground, tunneling its way all the way to the Earth's core, through all those layers of rock, lava, molten magma, and hitting the Earth's core, connecting our root directly with the Earth's core via this red cord. Start to see energy passing straight through this way as well. So we've got the roots out of our feet, and now we've got a second one. This red cord directly connecting us from our root to the Earth's core. Maybe anything that's slightly heavier that can't work its way to the legs and the feet goes out this way. So we can start again, scan down every time. Anything slightly heavier from the crown, third eye, throat, heart, solar plexus, sacral, root. Anything heavier passing straight from the root via the red cord straight into the Earth's core. Grounding that heaviness straight into the Earth's core. Remember to keep a nice flow as well, in through the nose, out through the mouth of your breath. Just help drive that energy down and now into the ground. As the breath is also a grounding technique. Every time we're breathing in, we breathe in new energy, new oxygen. As we breathe out, we're breathing out carbon monoxide, pollutants that are not necessary inside of our lungs, and also energetically, as you breathe out anything that doesn't serve you. New energy in, hold energy out, or excess energy out, I should say. Okay, so we've got three there. We've got the root, legs, feet, and roots growing out of the soles of the feet. And you've got the root, with the red cord straight to the earth's core. Purifying breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. Okay, and a fourth one that we can bring in here. And if you want to spend time doing a minute on each, or 30 seconds on each, or do all at once, it's up to you. Whatever you feel guided to, or have the capacity to keep focused. Okay, and the fourth one is see our feet rooted to the ground. Feel the weight of your feet. Even if we're not standing down, just imagine your weight in the earth pushing back, giving you support. Not giving in, always holding us. And just imagine now your feet turning into tree bark as those roots that connect us to the earth take on the earth's features. See your feet turning into the ground, connecting in, turning into a tree root, base of a tree. As your legs become up the calves, just see the skin transforming into tree bark. Your thighs, your hips, as you turn into a living tree, connected, rooted deep into the ground. See all that excess energy passing through the tree bark into your tree roots, into the ground. Just imagine yourself as a human tree. See your feet as solid tree trunks. Grounding all that excess energy from our crown to the third eye, to the throat, to the heart, to the solar plexus, to the sacral, to the root. Down through these different techniques. The root linked to the earth's core via the red cord. Tree trunks for legs, the human tree. Roots out of our soul. The soles of our feet straight to the earth. The purifying breath into the nose, out through the mouth. As we ground all that excess energy which we do not need, which does not serve us, any fears, anxieties, being absorbed, gifted back to the earth. The earth will recycle this to create new life, to support the ecosystems which we live in. Take a few nice deep breaths just to complete this grounding exercise. In through the nose, out through the mouth, just on each breath feeling more centered, more grounded. anchored within yourself, anchored within your body and your system. Feeling more sure of yourself, more determined. Start to come back to your body, wiggling your toes, moving your hands, your fingers. Slowly take your time and open your eyes and come back into the room. Slowly. Stretching out your legs. Wiggling your toes. If you've been sat down for a while, if your legs have been crossed. Rotate your toes. And in the other direction. Bringing your hands slowly down your legs, your shins. Stretching the back. Leading with your heart. A few breaths there. And slowly back up. Stretching your arms forward. Above your head. Behind you. Shaking your arms out. All the way to the shoulders. Shaking your hands, your fingers. On the spot, rotating your spine. Just moving your hips round. Just loosening up, increasing the flexibility. Flexing your spine forward and back. Tucking your chin in as you stretch your back. Pushing your chin out as you move forward. One last deep breath there, just to center back. Okay, end of class, thank you. Hope you've enjoyed it. Make sure you drink plenty of water and get a good night's rest. Thank you, lots of love. See you next time.